Relax Petso.
Twinkle Twice. Once upon a time, there was a man of the woods, guardian and protector of the forests, whom everyone called the Green Man. One morning, as he was already in the woods, attending to the trees and flowers, animals and rivers, he heard a sound of screaming as if a little child were there. He followed the sound, running really fast, and at last came to a high tree. At the top of this, a little child was sitting, for his exhausted mother had lain down beneath the tree and passed away, vanishing completely into branches and leaves. But a great eagle had seen the baby left alone at the base of the tree among moss and roots. The bird of prey had flown down, snatched it away, and set it on the high tree. The Green Man immediately understood everything that had happened and said, "Little one, you were born here and then flew up without a mother or a father, but now I found you like a star in the sky, because you are still shining from the love of your mother and shines for me too. Your name will be Twinkle Twice, and I will raise you with my little Lucy." So he climbed up the tree, brought the child down and took him home. Therefore, Twinkle Twice and Lucy grew up together. They loved each other so much that they were never apart, and if they didn't see each other even for one moment, they would become real sad. The Green Man, however, had a strange cook, an old woman whose face was changing constantly, much like the weather. One evening, when everyone was asleep, the old woman's eyes sparkled and came to life. She suddenly grabbed 2 buckets and began to fetch water, and did not go once only, but many times, out to the spring. Lucy saw this and asked her, "Hey, the old woman as old as time, why are you fetching so much water?" "I'd love to tell you, but first you have to promise not to tell anyone." Lucy promised it. Then the strange old woman's face lit up, and she whispered to her, "Tomorrow morning, when the Green Man is out in the forest, I will heat the water in the big cauldron, and when it is boiling, I will throw Twinkle Twice into it, and I will boil him." The next day at dawn, the Green Man got up and went out in the forest like every morning to attend to the trees and flowers, the animals and rivers. And when he was gone, the children were still in bed. Then Lucy said, "If you don't leave me, I won't leave you either." "Not now, nor ever," replied Twinkle Twice. "Then listen to me carefully. Last night, the old woman as old as time carried so many buckets of water into the house that I asked her why she was doing that, and she said that if I would promise not to tell anyone, she would tell me, and I said I would be sure not to tell anyone, and she said that early tomorrow morning, when Dad was out in the forest, she would boil the water in the cauldron, throw you into it, and boil you. Let's get up quickly, dress ourselves, and go away together." Before you could say, "Twinkle," the 2 children got up, dressed themselves, and ran away as fast as they could. When the water in the cauldron was boiling, the old woman, as old as time, went into the bedroom to fetch Twinkle Twice and throw him into it. But when she came in and went to the beds, both the children were gone. Then she was terribly alarmed, and her face became pale. She said with a trembling voice, "What shall I say now when the Green Man comes home and sees that the children are gone? Quick, quick, I must hurry and find them." She snapped her fingers, and 3 utensils from her kitchen, a broom, a ladle, and a spatula, transformed instantly into 3 servants looking a bit rough and gruff. "Run, you dummies, and bring them back to me!" The children, however, were sitting outside the forest, and when they heard from afar the 3 servants running, Lucy said, "If you don't leave me, I won't leave you either." "Not now, nor ever," replied Twinkle Twice. "Then become a rosebush, and I will be the rose upon it." When the 3 servants came to the forest, nothing was there but a wild rosebush and 1 rose on it. But the children were nowhere. Then they said, "Nothing to be done here." "Aye, nothing to be done there." "True, nothing to be done here or there." And they went home and told the old woman as old as time. "We saw nothing in the forest but a little wild rose bush with 1 white rose on it." "You idiots!" yelled the old woman, her face purple with rage. "You should have cut the rose bush in 2 and have broken off the white rose and brought it home with you. Go and do as I say." The 3 servants had therefore to start a mad scramble for the forest, and went looking for the 2nd time. The children, however, heard them running from far away, and Lucy cried, "If you don't leave me, I won't leave you either." "Not now, nor ever," replied Twinkle Twice. "Then become a church, and I'll be the candlestick illuminating it." So when the 3 servants came, nothing was there but a church illuminated beautifully by a candlestick. They said therefore to each other, "What can we do here? Let us go home." "Aye, what can we do there?" "True, what can we do here or there?" When they got home, the woman as old as time was waiting impatiently for them, fidgeting restlessly, and she immediately asked if they had not found them. "No, we found nothing but the church illuminated beautifully by a candlestick." "Damned fools!" fumed the old woman. "You should have pulled the church to pieces and brought me the candlestick with its beautiful light." Then a rush of wind blew over them. The dress of the woman as old as time expanded like a balloon, and she suddenly set off herself after the children like a tornado, followed closely by her 3 servants. They were quite far away, but there was a change in the weather, and Lucy noticed it immediately. She turned to Twinkle Twice and said, "If you don't leave me, I won't leave you either." "Not now nor ever," replied Twinkle Twice. "Then be a pound, and I'll bid a swan upon it." The old woman, however, came up to them, and when she saw the pond, she lay down by it, opened her mouth enormously, and was about to drink it up, but the swan appeared in a flurry of white wings, then quickly seized her head in its beak and drew her into the water, and there the old woman had to drown. Then the children went home together and were heartily delighted, and if they are not dead, they are living still. It was Twinkle Twice from the fairy tale Fundevogel by the Brothers Grimm, adapted and told by Relax Petso. Thank you, and thank you to all the children.
Merci.